Hey guys, what's up? Today at Cougar House, Brandon and I are going to finish unpacking and setting up our BAILEIGH 2x2 CNC machine. So today we got to pretty much pull out I think it's a hypertherm, I'm not sure. Got to pull that plasma cutter out and unbox it and then go ahead and set that up with the machine. And then we're going to move on to figuring out software. So let's get started, guys. I'm pretty excited. Got ourselves part here. This is the billet aluminum wastegate actuator sensor unit that sits on the common rail turbo. This is so we can block it off since we're not using that, and we'll pretty much be running at 40 psi. Awesome. Alright, now we'll get the girl installed where that actuator sensor thing would go. Now we're just going to be boosting at 40 psi or over. We'll see. Only time will tell.
Dun 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 dun. That should do it. That should be more than enough. The heat's gonna do plenty.
Here we go. Installed. I think it looks pretty cool. It's a cool bracket we made. Yeah. I know, I think that bracket on the side is what made it ours.
I keep meaning to take a picture of it for my
Boxing our plasma cutter here, the thermodynamics. It's the big one. It's like the third biggest one I could get for this. I'm pretty sure it'll cut through 3/4 inch steel plate.
Whoa.
You handle all that, Brandon. I'm gonna do the box opening on my cell phone.
Sounds good.
Oh man, we're in the big leagues now, boys.
Ooh, comes with spares. Sweet.
Dope.
Cut master. Yeah, so what the deuce is this?
Something really delicate. I don't have the foggiest idea.
Alright, there's a business.
Steve Darnell is hanging out with BJ Baldwin today. Boom.
That actually makes sense.
Well, they live in the same valley.
Yep.
Everyone's out there.
Why? That's my question. Sounds like tracks. Is that a bulldozer?
The fiberglass on his truck really looks funny. It really looks funny.
Which truck?
His trophy truck. It's like the cab. It looks really weird.
Right. Does it really not come with a plug? What are you supposed to do? Wire that near a wall?
Are their suits cool? Do they have water going through them and shit?
Yeah.
Okay. There's no other way you could not die.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, come on. That truck has to make so much heat.
Hey, BJ, what are you doing? Alright, you ready to roll? Hell yeah. Go tear it up? Alright, have fun.
Joey's giving all the homies rides.
That's cool. He did one of his videos in Tacoma. I think it was Recoil 3.
No way.
Yeah. I didn't know until he launched the video. I commented, I was like, you were in my neighborhood and didn't even bother to invite me.
Yeah, like with the you don't want fans to see what's up.
I know. Not cool. Not cool, man.
Alright, now that we got all this stuff unboxed here, we're going to just kind of undo all the cords, hook them up to the plasma cutter, tuck it inside the cabinet here, and then we got to run through the snaky thing. We got to run the plasma cutter cord itself through that. We got to snap each little piece off, snap it in there, snap them all on. Be a little tedious because there's just a whole bunch of them. And then we'll have to get a plug for it and wire that up to the wall, but we could actually start delving into the software after we get it all plugged in and hooked up. So let's continue working on this thing. Alright guys, now that we got our machine pretty much set up here, we went to fire up the software and I don't got a disk drive for my laptop. It's, you know, it's an Apple. So I called my sister and asked her if she had hers, and it's packed up in storage. So I'm going to run over to Best Buy tomorrow morning and go pick up a disk drive, and then we can set up our software then for this, and we can move on with that. So right now we're going to work on the AccuAir VU2 valves a little bit. I got some slowdowns I need to put in there. And then we bent up some hardline earlier, but I'm short 3 fittings, right, Brandon?
Yes.
Yep, we're short 3 1/4-inch NPT to 3/8 Parker stainless steel 316 fittings. So I got to order a couple more of those tonight off Amazon. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and get those slowdowns put into the VU2 valves.
Alright, so these little things are slowdowns. For one, so your truck doesn't dump on the ground. Hope that's focused alright. And for two, when these valves do release all that air really quick, it's really loud and ear piercing, and it genuinely hurts. So hopefully this keeps it from hurting our ears more and retains a little bit more of our hearing.
All finished for the day, bros. It's kind of a slower day. We kind of finished setting up our BAILEIGH CNC plasma table. We need to get a cord to plug in the main power for it, and we got to get some little air fittings for the back of it too. We just have a bunch of old ones. We want to get a new one in it. And then we went to go play with the software a little, but my MacBook Pro doesn't have a drive because Apple decided, hey, discs are obsolete now. So tomorrow I'll run over to Best Buy and grab a remote disk drive for that, and then we can get that set up. And yeah, all the CNC equipment and software is set up for Microsoft stuff, but I've got Boot Camp on my Apple laptop, so I can just set up the other side, and it's Windows sided, so I can plug that all in and we can use that to run our CNC and do all of our rendering and stuff. So we're pretty excited to do that. So now that we got that all set up, Brandon worked on the slowdowns a little bit on the AccuAir VU2 valves. We had to pop those in there. Those came from ASV.com. Got those in, hooked up, done. We put a little bit of red Loctite on them, just like everything else. And then we need a couple more 1/4 inch NPT to 3/8 Parker 316 stainless steel fittings, because I didn't order enough of them. And then we'll get those buttoned up and that piece finished, and then we'll have all the airlines done officially. And then hopefully we can get to designing our new front shock towers for Project Sacrilege. We want to change them up a little bit. We weren't quite happy with the way they were when we made them previously, so that'll be pretty fun. Well, thanks for watching today, guys. Thanks for your constant support as usual. You know, please leave a comment. Let us know what you think about the CNC machine. And if you guys want to see more of Cougar House Garage, you like what we do, check us out at cougarhousegarage.com. Check us out at Facebook/Cougar House Garage, and we are Cougar House Garage on Instagram. Follow us, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.